Hello everybody, this is Tazilon and I am here in Lakeville in counter mode North Spawn in my VK2801 for episode number 20 of the Lighthouse series Cool Comeback Cinema. And to qualify for this series, you number one have to be driving a scout tank. That's basically any tier 4 light tank or higher. And number two, you either have to be behind 1 on 4 or more at the end of the fight and win, or have your team fall behind by 6 tanks and pull out a victory with you being a major player in the comeback. So if you have a battle like that, you can submit it to me and I'll turn it into a film. In this case, there's a lot of scouts on both sides. I've already called out Scout Wars, and because of that I am not going to go up the middle road. Normally I come up here and try to spot down in this area for my team. There's only one heavy that I have a chance of seeing if it goes that way and doesn't hug the back wall, so it's not worthwhile to me. Most likely anybody who goes up the middle road is going to end up spotting each other and dying. So I'm going to go over here to the left and I will be a sniper instead, because it looks like our 12T is going up the middle road. I'll try to support him. I'm not really certain what all these lights are going to do. In other games I've been like this, there's 3 or 4 lights come up middle road and you end up just dying really quick, so not a good thing for me. I'm going to shoot some of the bushes way down at the end of the road where TDs in particular like to set up to try to snipe into town. Total blind fire, but never know, maybe hit somebody and get him to back off. And with having so much ammo now on this tank, shooting off a couple rounds of my AP doesn't really do too much as far as inhibiting my ability to play later. So nobody's showing up yet. I'm going to start shooting the bushes along the road here in a second. There's a Chaffee. He's behind the rock over there, so I can't shoot at him. I'm going to shoot these little bushes, see if there's anybody in there. I can see the splash from hitting the ground, so I know there wasn't anybody there. You can see here in a second when I rotate over, the Chaffee's behind the rock. I don't have a shot. I could tell where he was at. I wouldn't be able to shoot him, and somebody takes him out. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go to town and help with the KV-1, but I'm watching the valley, and it's like, oh man, we had a bunch of people over there defending the valley, and they're just getting blown away. Almost all these deaths we've taken came from the valley team, and their defense is getting overwhelmed. So I'm going to go over there and call for help. Looks like the T-67's coming over with me, which is good. Lago's not going to be a help. Hey, by the way, guys, don't kill AFK tanks. Some of y'all shoot them because you get mad at them because they aren't doing anything, but they can still help your team. I mean, it's better than not having a tank at all. Even if your 15th tank is just sitting there, it'll still spot. If anybody comes within its view range, it'll still see it, whether there's a human at the keyboard or not, and it still acts as a bullet catcher. While somebody else is shooting at that easy kill, you can be shooting at them. So don't kill them. They can still be an asset, even though it's not preferable to have an AFK player. It can still help you out. Don't eliminate them. I'm going to go over here and kill the M5A1, or shoot it at least. In the old days, this would have been a kill. Now it's just I hurt him a little bit. I tried to rotate my tank and get a bounce there. I didn't get turned enough in time. I know there's another M5A1 over there. He's over there somewhere. There he is. He's dead. And now I'll pull back out and shoot the other Stewart. I need to be careful about that Panzer IV up there, so I'm going to shoot once. He's pulling out to try to shoot me, so I'm going to keep going. And I'll try to come down here and swing up around the hill, come in behind him. Because I think he's going to be trying to shoot that Lago sitting there. He won't be paying attention to me. Or it looks like maybe he's going after the Artie. He was moving to the north, so he might be headed toward Artie there. Yep, that's where he's going. Either way, I get to shoot him in the butt. Not quite a kill. 2 on 6 right now. And the Artie takes out the Panzer IV. Awesome. That was good. I'm going to get to kill the KV-1S. And now, ELC, here comes the ELC. He's going for the Artie. I'm going to try to pull up here. I won't be able to kill him before he gets to the Artie. That's the bad thing. I won't be able to get 2 shots off on him. And this shot won't even hit because I aim high. So I want you to watch what this ELC does as I come in. Okay, look at where we are right now. He's not ready to shoot at me. Okay. And he has that nice dead tank. What he should do is as I come this way, because I'm going to try to shoot him and ram him. I can't kill him in one shot. And if he shoots me, that's 200 to 250 points of damage, which I can't afford to lose. Because I still have 3 other tanks to worry about after him. What he should do is circle around. As I come this way, he should circle around this way until he gets reloaded. Number 1, it prevents me from ramming him. Number 2, it buys him time to get off another shot. But watch what he does. He has this little baby paper thin tank that takes damage just if you look at it hard. And I have this big BMS light that can literally, if I hit him the right way, ram him from full health down to 0 and take no damage by myself. Now, I'm not going to get the angle to do that here, but watch what he does. He does the worst possible thing he can do. He pulls out right in front of me. Easy kill. I took 8 points of damage. Now I'm going to go back the other way at first, because that Artie's been taking pot shots at me. I'm trying to throw him off. We got 2 people capping. I got plenty of time. I got over a minute. I have no trouble getting to town in a minute. Can't take the long way. Have to go direct. And the other thing is, what if that 3rd guy gets on cap? I really don't think he will. I think he's down in here because of where the shots have been coming from. But you never know. If I'm guessing wrong, all of a sudden there's 3 people on cap and I hardly have any time. So I'm going to go pretty much as direct as I can. I would like to go this way, except there's 2 people, and if I come in this way, almost guaranteed one of them is going to get a shot at me right away. I think they're down like right here and right here, but I don't know. That's where it makes sense because they have the most coverage. So I come in, I'm just going to attack aggressively. The Artie was looking the wrong way, TD was looking the wrong way, and I get a shot, get a reset, buy a little bit more time. There's times when you can finesse it and sit back and snipe them from distance, but in Lakeville, you don't really have an option like that. If they're positioned correctly, you can't do it. So you just got to be aggressive and try to go for it and hope they can't adjust in time. I want to take out the TD. I'm going to ram and shoot. Coming in, ram, shoot, dead. The Artie just fired at me. Now he fires at me again. He's dead. He didn't kill me. Many times a 2801 can take a direct hit from that little guy and still survive. A 304 will not always kill you. Even in the old days of Artie, most of the time it shoots you, it would not kill you. And the crew stun is bad if there's a lot of tanks, but when it's just one-on-one, you against one Artie, getting stunned by the crew isn't fatal. Or getting your crew stunned isn't fatal. And now, we have an Artie who I still think is down in here. Somewhere down in here. And if I come this way, I can go to this bush perhaps and try to see him. If he's smart, I won't be able to see him. I'm going to have to come across this field. He's going to get to see me first. And I can't afford to let him splash me, so I'm going to try to come around and come down through the valley. He's, I hope, not going to expect me to come down through the valley, because people who don't have a scout tricked out as much as mine don't realize how quickly we can go over this soggy terrain over here. I can't turn well, but I can go straight very well. long as I'm just going like this, I'm going to maintain pretty high speed. I'm 57, 60. They don't understand. They all they know is people try to avoid coming this way if they're trying to go somewhere in a hurry. But in a light, you don't have to worry about that. Especially with all the skills I have. I just go over this like it's hardly even there. So hopefully I'll catch them looking the other way. Whoop, there he is, back up. I know he's up against that wall. He's waiting for somebody to come out, looking for him, and he's going to get a deflection shot, and it cost him because I didn't come the way he expected. Comeback complete. I ended up only a first class mission again, and this is in part because of all the lower hit point pools. You get these comebacks, and still, despite racking up a ton of kills, you don't get enough XP to be ace mission. I expect over time that'll change, but we're too close to the changes in tanks for it to take effect. We'll see how much the mission requirements lower here within a week or two. 1,415 XP, 1,428 damage, 7 kills, no assisted damage, 3 spots, 100 points of base defense, and then I got a Pascucci, Top Gun, High Caliber, and Defender. Unlike the last mission, I didn't get a Kolobanov. I missed it by 1 tank. I needed to be 1 on 5 instead of 1 on 4. Fortunately, I was not 1 on 5 because if that Panzer IV had taken out the Artie, I probably would have lost the fight because I would have gotten shot at least once by him unless I got lucky, and I didn't have the hit points left over to get away with that. So 2 key factors here. Really the things to learn were from the enemy team. The biggest thing being that AMX CLC. He should have backed up, rotated around the dead tank, and bought himself enough time to get off another shot. He still would have died, but he would have severely diminished my ability to pull out the fight if he shot me again. And for some reason, he chose to pull directly out in front of me without the ability to fire his gun, which was basically suicide. It barely put a dent in my tank. That's the biggest takeaway. If you know you're going down, pull off whatever maneuver you need, if possible, to buy yourself enough time to get off another shot. It adds your XP, it adds your credits, and in these down-to-the-wire fights like this, that extra 1 shot of damage you do may be the difference between losing and winning. In this case, 1 more shot from him, 1 more hit from him, would have prevented me most likely from winning the fight. But he chose to pull out and be stupid instead. Keep your wits about you all the time. Always try to prolong your presence in the fight, and if it's even only for 1 more shot, that can have major consequence on the outcome. So try to stay alive and get that 1 last shot. It can help your team. In this case, he didn't, and they lost because he chose not to. From Lakeville Encounter, getting a gift from an ELC, and winning a 1 on 4. Happy hunting.